Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, issue number 4 review, written and illustrated by Patrick Horvath. Now, we're into the story now. He, Sam has finally figured out who the killer is that is potentially killing people in this city. We get a little idea of how dead the city is, just like in previous issues. I wish they would kind of progress from that because we know that the city is dead. We continuously hear that the city is dead. So Sam has the idea that Nigel did it. Nigel is Lola's son, and that's Sam's best friend. So Sam is Sam confronts Nigel to see why he's doing what he's doing and telling him he has to stop. And then we find out that Nigel has been following Samantha from the very beginning because he thinks everybody's fake, everybody is not like him, but he followed her, seeing what she's up to when she goes to the city and the killings that she does. And he is, to say it nicely, he's kind of turned on about it. He's like, I like it. I like when you do that kind of stuff. And she is furious with him. So it looks like Nigel is very attracted to Samantha and attracted to killers as he was trying to prove himself to Samantha by killing these other people that are in this town. And Samantha is having none of it, telling him he has to stop. But he doesn't. He screws around with Samantha a little bit more, putting in a paint can that has a hand in it from a previous kill that Samantha did. And then by the end of it, they end up killing one of Samantha's coworkers, one of the guys that runs the hardware store, and it's all blamed on Samantha now. Samantha is now on the run. The cops are looking for Samantha, and Nigel is laughing, saying, "You should have just accepted me. You should have just accepted me as who I am, and we could have been together. But you pushed me away, so you deal with the consequences." Let me tell you, I was a little upset at the start of the book. Before I get into anything of reviewing this and stuff, I'm not going to rate it. It's redundant now. I'm on the fourth issue. I don't. The arts is the same in the previous issue, so I'm not going to rate the art or rate the cover. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the book and what I liked and I didn't like. And what I didn't like was how it started off. Like you said at the beginning, they started off with trying to tell us like, oh yeah, this place is dead. Then nobody's going out because everybody's scared. But that was already established in the previous issue. So I was like, oh man, we're starting like this. So it kind of bummed me out a little bit. But as we progressed through the story, I liked how the beats were happening, how it took no time saying, hey, Nigel, you did something screwed up and you needed to stop, man. You needed to stop. And he came out and said that he was the one killing them. So I'm glad that we know who the killer is and what his motives are. And I'm glad that it's getting a little hectic now because Samantha, who's trying to stop this killer because she doesn't want them to find out that she's actually been killing people in the city. Um, and now she has like everything coming undone because Nigel knows all the secrets, knows where she buried these people, knows the killings that she has done, and is exposing her. And now the cops, the sheriffs are now after her, and she is by the end of this book, she's on the run. So this book is growing so much on me. Like I absolutely love this book, and I hate the fact that I was dismissing it for the longest time because people liked it. And I was just like, oh, you're like that book guy. I'm not. I don't like it. I'm gonna go against the grain and stuff. And that's not a way to live. That's definitely not a way to live and stuff. When people recommend you a book and say it's great, just check it out. Don't be hateful and be like, I'm not gonna check it out because yeah, everybody loves it and stuff. I do that a lot too. I do that. I did that with Game of Thrones. So I absolutely love this book. I'm so happy to Chonko for sending me this book. We got another 2 issues left, and the new series out. and each issue is progressing the story forward. There's stakes in the book, and yeah, I absolutely love this book. So I'm probably going to be reading the fifth issue right after this, and probably, who knows, I might record my review a little bit earlier this time. That being said, guys, I highly recommend this book. This is issue 4 review. The characters are definitely ramping up to a good conclusion, or who knows, it might be a terrible conclusion, and that, not for us the reader, but maybe for old Sam, because she's definitely on the run, and her secrets of how she's like a brutal murderer, like I would say a serial killer at this point, is going to be revealed. And I'm all on board for that. I'm on board with what's going to happen next. So yeah, guys, if you like this review, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And as always, my friends, stay freaking nerdy.